Hey, thanks for listening. This is Todd Weaver, and I just want to talk to you today about following your heart, following God's direction for your life. I have discovered something for myself that gives me a lot of peace and joy. This is me as a small child. I was with Mom, hanging out with Mom here, and here I am with my Sunday school class back in the day. Look at all these kids along with me. So can you spot me? Can you see me over there at the far right on the lower right? Yeah, that's me with that goofy little grin. Yep, that's me. Just hanging out. Sunday school class. Yay. Anyway, having fun. And then here I am here with my Cub Scouts group. This is 1975. See me over there on the far right again. I'm the second from the top on the far right. You can see me kind of facing. I'm facing away from the camera a little bit. But anyway, that's me. Basically, I'm just showing you guys that I'm just a normal kid, just like you guys. I'm just a normal guy, just like everybody else. So here you see me here with a church camping group called Royal Rangers. This was kind of fun. We were always going on campouts. We had a lot of good adults, men around us that taught us values and good things, and just about camping and life in general, just good stuff. Just a normal guy. Here I am, like elementary school. Here I am over here, playing football. I think I was a senior here. Yes, I was a senior. At least that's what it says at the bottom of this photograph, so I'm going to go with that. So anyway, and here I am here just hanging out at the lake. This is kind of a special photograph here. This is Roddy's over on the left. I'm right there in the center, and we're hanging out with a bunch of inmates in jail or in prison. I believe we're down at Huntsville here. And this is where we were with the Bill Glass Behind the Walls prison ministry team, and we were just sharing the gospel of Christ, the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. This is one of the times that I was hanging out with the homeless people. It was a cold night, and there's a couple of, you can see I'm kind of tired there on the left. We're hanging out with a couple of homeless guys right there in the center. You know, sometimes we have to go through storms in life to get to where we are later in our life. Sometimes that includes going through storms and hard times. This is our prison ministry team. We've been to Huntsville several times together. Here's Roddy. He's getting his prison cross. See, that cross is made out of chrome. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to those who are being saved, it is the power of God. Check out this next clip by C.F. Hazelwood. He used to be the second in charge for the state of Texas prison system, but he's now a pastor.
The fragrance of death will go to some, but the fragrance of life unto life will go to others. God doesn't call you to lead people to Christ. He calls you to be a witness for Him. He calls you to give a clear message. You've been told how to do that tonight. Because it's the power of God that will bring these people to salvation. John can testify to this. I took John years ago. We started going into the prisons together. And John came into the prison, and we sang at this one prison. I guess it was a couple of months later. We were sitting there talking to these guys, and one of them came up. He was doing 3 life sentences, 3 stacked life sentences. Young guy, 28 years old. That means he's got to do 30 calendar years to roll that sentence and start his next life. 3 stacked lives. He's got 3 of them. He's 90. So he would be 116 before he comes up for parole. He said, I don't think I'm going to make it. No, I don't think so. But he said, I came hear y'all sing. I want to hear that fella that didn't have any arms sing. And he said, we come in here to laugh at him. And he said, we did. He said, we're sitting in the back laughing and cutting up and making fun of him and coming up with all these jokes and stuff. And he said, then all of a sudden, he said, it wasn't funny no more. He said, it wasn't funny at all. He said, I don't remember what you was preaching. He wasn't singing. But he said, there was something got a hold of me in that place. And the way he put it, he said, it climbed on top of me. And he said, I couldn't get rid of it. And he said, I got on my knees. And he said, I trusted Jesus Christ. Amen. That is how he became a faith. What John singing, it wasn't my preaching. You know what it was? It was the fragrance of Christ coming through us because we made ourselves available. You got to go make yourself available, give yourself to God. Because I got news for you. When you walk in that prison tomorrow, there's someone bigger than Billy going to be with you. You hear me? And the one that's going to be with you is the Lord Jesus Christ, who always leads us to victory. Amen? Yeah.
I later became a deacon in the church and became one of the prayer warriors for a lot of our sick and hurting people, and it really opened me up. This is where my deacon ordination came on this particular night, 2013. This is where we got to baptize a lot of orphan boys from Tyler. This is from the Azelway Boys Ranch. There is young Andrew right there. Love this little guy. He's a special guy to me. We had a lot of fun over at Azelway Boys Ranch, hanging out with the orphan kids. Baptism is such a cool deal. It's an outward expression of an inward belief. Want you guys also to know, we have Call to Recovery on Friday nights from 6:30, and also we have Breakout Recovery from 6:30 on Tuesday nights. This is something special for people that have gotten in trouble. Another way we can serve is with the Salvation Army. We can ring the bell, join the disaster team. There's a lot of different ways we can do this. I got to go down to the disaster of Hurricane Harvey, and this is where I took a load of food and Bibles in one of the trucks, and I went down to Freeport whenever Hurricane Harvey flooded Houston. And sometimes in between time, I still get to have a little fun, taking the canoes out and going down the rivers and the creeks. Hey, and this is a promise I made to God, to seek, trust, and glorify God through humble service and continual prayer, to raise up qualified disciples as quickly as possible, so that one day I may hear good or well done, my good and faithful servant, Todd Weaver. I signed this back about around 2010, 2009, and put it in the front of my Bible, and this is something that keeps motivating me to do what I do to serve others. Sometimes we're hanging on to the stick, and then sometimes the stick's hanging on to us. You know, sometimes we just got to help other people and hope that they hang on, help them hang in there. That includes Orphan Boys at Azelway. That includes missions. This is the North American Mission Board when I went down to Georgia. This is where they made me a chaplain. They had ordained me to be a chaplain. My first car. Bought this with lawnmower money. And this was a cool award that was given to me. It was the Humble Servant Award in recovery meetings. Be the servant of all. And it's got a scripture there at the bottom of that plaque. That means a lot to me. Mark 9:35. These are the guys that gave it to me, and this is a group of leaders that have been through a lot of recovery efforts. Guys, sometimes this is a lonely road. So I just want to remind you, though, just keep serving other people. Keep ringing the bell for Salvation Army. Keep feeding the homeless. Keep praying for people. If you don't know what else to do, just pray for other people. So important in your life. You will find blessings upon blessings when you be obedient to God. Blessings follow obedience. And then sometimes you'll make friends along the way. So be sure and slow down, enjoy those friendships, and enjoy those good times, and just hang out. Enjoy the ride.